right, tonight we are here at TYC, and we are with Ron Soka, and you are what, the chairman?
The general chairman.
Okay.
Of the Mills Trophy race.
Okay. And you said your wife helps out, and she kind of stands in the background, but I've met her, and I know darn well she does a lot of work.
Oh, she does. She's
okay. So we were just talking about the 100th, and you said you opened early. Why don't you go ahead? I'm sorry to do that over.
Yeah, that's right. So this year is the 100th running of the Mills, and so we opened the registration early in January. And we've got about 85 boats registered already.
How many did you have all last year?
About 115.
You already got almost that many now.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Are you anticipating?
Great question.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we're going to be in the 130 range, 150 maybe, but something like that.
Now, is there a possibility you may have to limit?
We don't anticipate having to do that. We have to make arrangements with Put-in-Bay for the extra dockage.
Okay.
But we have a good relationship with them, and so we can put on B dock, which is the center dock in the public dock system, we can put about 100 sailboats. And so we can get up to 130, 150 boats in the balance of the other two docks.
And then if somebody wanted to race, they could always hook on a ball, right? I mean, you could just say, I got 150 docks, but if you want to come in, you got to go on a ball.
And we have people, particularly people that sail catamarans.
Yeah.
So they got, they're 20 feet long and 20 feet wide. So they don't go in a dock very easy. So those guys like to go out on a ball.
I didn't know. How many catamarans do you estimate you have?
Well, we have about 5 registered right now. So who knows? It could be, that class might be 10-ish.
So let's say somebody sails and wanted to be in the Mills. So Mills Trophy race, I'm sorry. Do they have to have their sails measured, their boat? How does that work? Because somebody listening may say, I'd like to do it at the 100th, but I don't know what to do.
Well, the Mills race is historically a performance handicap rated system, so PERF it's called. And so it requires a measurement certificate and a rating from PERF, and because we're on Lake Erie, it's PERF Lake Erie is the organization that handles all of the ratings for the boats on the Mills race.
So you would just call them up and they would come out and measure everything?
Well, there are local measurers.
Okay.
So there's measures at North Cape, there's measures at Monroe.
Oh, okay.
So you can get your boat measured and submit that information to PERF Lake Erie, and they'll assign a rating.
Okay. So it's kind of like, I guess they certify so many measurers, and I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah, but they've got, I don't know, maybe around the Great Lake, they've got about probably 15 measures.
Hi. I'm Tanya, I'm from Lombardo's.
Yeah.
Red's in Florida, so I'm taking over for him for a little bit.
Oh, good.
Get ready to bring other food in.
All right, so what?
We're having a little interlude right now.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Yep, absolutely.
We're good.
Okay.
You said you had a check for you too?
I will have a check when we're all done.
We can edit all this out, no problem.
Yeah.
So, now I have heard that, well, I know for a fact, you're quite an accomplished sailor yourself. How many Mills races did you race in? We just talked to the photographer, and he said he used to be on your crew.
He did.
So how many have you completed?
I think we sailed, Kate and I sailed 25. I sailed a couple more.
Okay.
So maybe 30 at the most, but probably in that range.
So who do you say here tonight has completed the most? Who would you say?
John Greiner.
That's what I would have guessed.
Has completed 54. 54.
You're kidding me.
Mills races.
54?
So, we have a fraternity of racers that have sailed 25 or more. We call them the Mills Masters.
That's pretty cool stuff.
So anybody that's sailed 25 or more is qualified to be a Mills Master. John is a Grand master.
So he has his own class.
So he has 50. And we had probably now deceased, but Jack Bernard and a guy from Sandusky, Jim Johns, those guys all had over 50.
That's amazing.
But yeah, it's a unique class.
What's
for
your highest
John.
finish?
We won our class
Yes.
in, I don't know, 2000, I don't know when that would have been, 7 or 8, somewhere around there. So that's as good as we could hope for.
That's an amazing feat. Now, there's different length courses, right?
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about that.
All right, the Mills course, the main title course, is 70 nautical miles.
Okay, that's quite a race.
So it's overnight.
Okay.
And then there's an intermediate course called the Governor's Course,
Okay.
and that's about 55 nautical miles. And then there's the shortest course is President's Course, and it's about 38 nautical miles. So each of those courses are filled with boats that their rating fits that course, so that hypothetically, no matter when they started, we'd all finish together.
Okay. Okay. So what determines, I noticed when I was looking online, because I'm really thinking about, for the first year ever, I've assembled a crew. I'm going to give it a go. What determines whether you're a cruiser class or, like, I see Jam 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I see PHRF, which we call perf.
Yeah.
Tell me how that breaks down.
Yeah. Well, the cruising class is designed for first-time / entry-level people that just basically want to see what it's like to be in an overnight race.
That would be like my friend Phil Fry, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I had to throw his name in there. But
You
go
wanted
ahead.
to get that in.
I'm not
Now,
editing it
Phil
out
does
either.
okay on his own.
Phil did. Last year, Phil won his class, and I think he won some special award for largest margin. I'm not sure what
Yep, exactly. I can't remember all of it, but he won
okay.
2 or 3 trophies for the Mills race. So he did fine. He did very good.
He's kind of scary, though. He's got like about 100 pairs of gloves that hang down below. And I told him, I said, I think that's the people he's killed and thrown in the water. But anyways, so tell me, you got cruiser class designed for kind of newer people.
Newer people and boats that aren't racing design. So you'd see a lot of those boats probably, maybe they've got a Dodger, maybe they've got a Bimini, maybe they've got the...
So comfort sailing.
Yeah, maybe,
I like that.
Yeah, so maybe they've got the barbecue grill hanging off the back. Maybe they've got the dinghy.
Is the barbecue grill frowned upon? Can you cook steaks during the race?
You can do whatever.
All right. Go ahead. So that's your cruising. That's your
cruising. The
cruising class. What about now? We got Jam 1 and 2. Like, what distinguishes those? By the way, Kay is looking on right now, and this is Ron's wife, and she's actually the brains of the outfit.
Yeah.
She gave me a smile. So what? So then you got Jam 1 and 2. How does that break down?
So the Jam classes are all based on boats if they have a rating of 150 or higher. So the way perf works is, the higher the number, the slower the boat.
Okay.
So if you're 150 or higher rated, you can sail on the perf Governor's Course.
Okay.
Or no matter what your rating is, you can sail Jam on the President's.
So what's the delineation between 1 and 2? Like I see Jam 1 and 2.
Only a division if there are that many boats.
I gotcha.
Like if you got 20 boats registered, we'll probably split them into 2 10-boat starts.
So is the difference between Jam and perf the fact that they can fly a spinnaker? Is that, or is there something else?
No. No, jam is strictly no spinnaker,
It's just jib and main.
jib and main.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay.
So it's fairly simple. And when you register with Perf Lake Erie, they give you a rating for both. So they give you a rating if you're going to fly a spinnaker, and they give you a rating if you're not. So you can register either way, depending on how comfortable you are.
Now, what class did you usually sail in when you raced?
We sail. Our rating was 180, so
Okay.
we sailed in the President's Course
Okay.
Perf,
In the jam? Were you jam or were you a
not
perf
jam,
boat?
Perf.
So you flew a
Spinnaker.
You know, I've never done that. I'd like to go with somebody who does. I've seen videos online, and I'm kind of a newbie, and it just terrifies me seeing these boats tip over and all this crazy stuff.
Well, the boats are pretty resilient. They can handle more often than the people that are on them.
Yeah. Do you have any questions, Christina?
No, not at this time.
What is this, like a cross-examination? No, not at this time.
Not at this time.
Not at this time.
Ron, thank you
I'll
very
be back.
much. I know
Yes,
this is a
Jack,
busy night
thank
for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Christine.